Okay, this is one of my favorite videos every year. There can only be one winner amongst the Disney World parks for 2025, but how will we decide which of these four amazing parks is going to take the top seed for your upcoming visit? Through a game of rankings, that's how. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. So last year we ranked all of the Disney World parks for 2024 and came up with what we thought was a pretty solid tier list. But a lot has changed in a year, so we had to ask ourselves, do last year's rankings still hold up? Or is it time to claim a new theme park victor for 2025? Since we're making today's video, you can safely assume we chose the latter. Today we'll be judging all four Disney World theme parks, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom, based on four different categories that will directly impact your visit in 2025. Rides, construction distractions, dining, and new experiences. Each park is going to be ranked on a scale of 1 to 5 for each category. By the end of the video, whichever park has the highest ranking out of 20 points will be crowned our champion. So, before we get started, I gotta give you that all too important disclaimer. All of the Disney World parks are incredible. Seriously. They've all got those state-of-the-art attractions, immersive entertainment, magical moments just waiting for you to experience. So, no matter how our rankings turn out today, just note that even our bottom ranking park is still going to be a top tier experience for us. And it may very well still be your favorite park to visit this year, and mine. Today's rankings are going to be very tailored to what you'll specifically see from each of these parks in 2025. And there's a lot changing and a lot going on in Disney World right now. So much like how our rankings have changed from 2024 to this year, they're apt to change again next year too, as the parks continue to grow and reimagine themselves for us and all of you. Okay, enough disclaimer talk. Let the rankings begin. Our first category is rides. Very, very important. Rides are one of the biggest attraction elements that draws in theme park enthusiasts or even just the casual theme park fan. So you're going to want to make sure the rides you're getting in the Disney World parks this year are going to give you the most bang for your buck. In fourth place for rides in 2025 is Disney's Animal Kingdom. Yeah, that script already hurts to read. Disney's Animal Kingdom honestly has some of my favorite Disney World rides of all time. You've got rides like the thrilling Expedition Everest coaster, the chills-inducing Flight of Passage, the full-on Kilimanjaro safaris with real animals to see out on the savannah, including baby Cora the elephant. Honestly, the rides you're going to find in Animal Kingdom are some of the most unique rides you'll find in any Disney theme park worldwide. That being said, Animal Kingdom is getting placed at the bottom of this category today based more on quantity than quality. Out of the Disney World parks, AK currently has the fewest rides to choose from during your visit, just 6. There used to be 7, but at the beginning of January, Animal Kingdom closed Triceratops Spin to start up construction on the Dinoland USA area, something we're going to talk more about later on. And while Dinosaur will remain open for the rest of 2025, the park will be down by one more ride by the end of the year, since this one will also shut down permanently to make way for a new Indiana Jones themed ride that'll take its place in years to come. But that's still a ways out, so we can still appreciate Dinosaur this year in all its terrifying time-traveling Carnotaurus glory. While there's still plenty to see and do inside Animal Kingdom aside from the rides, all you ride enthusiasts out there might consider AK as a half-day park if rides are the only thing you want to prioritize around Disney World. That being said, fewer rides means less park day stress. Even if one of the rides racks up a longer wait during your visit, you can still manage to get through all of them, weather pending, before the end of the day and still have time left over to go see some shows or stroll around one of the various animal trails, which are my favorite. So rank for AK, 2 out of 5. In third place is Disney's Hollywood Studios. Controversial? Absolutely. Studios is known for its stellar A-tier attractions, after all, like Rise of the Resistance, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and Tower of Terror, to name a few. But because nearly all of Hollywood Studios rides are in the A-tier category, lines get mighty hefty for the majority of these attractions and stay mighty hefty all day long. So if you're wanting to knock out as many Hollywood Studios rides as you possibly can in a single day, but you're also wanting to check out some of those live performances that this park is also really well known for, it's nigh impossible impossible to do it all without the help of Lightning Lanes, which is Disney's premium Skip the Ride line service that you can learn more about by checking out our Disney World Lightning Lane YouTube playlist next. It's also important to remember that Hollywood Studios may very well be closing one of their A-tier rides for good in the very near future. Recently, it was announced that Rock and Roller Coaster is going to receive a major Muppets retheme, which is exciting, but it does mean this ride will be down for the count for a while once it does close. We're not sure when these Muppety changes will start to take place, but we'll definitely let you know once we hear more. All in all, Hollywood Studios really does have some of the best jaw-dropping attractions and more thrilling attractions too that ride enthusiasts aren't going to want to skip out on. But when it comes to queue lines and ride availability throughout 2025, well, we were forced to knock Hollywood Studios down to third place this time. Now, I totally understand that this is controversial and you might want to switch second place and third place in this particular ranking, so let's duke it out in the comments. Rank 3 out of 5. Moving on to second place, it's of course Epcot. Epcot is where ride variety lives. You got the thrills like Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind. You got edutainment like Living with the Land. You got the 3D trackless dark rides, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Epcot really is a melting pot for new and classic Disney attractions galore, and many of those rides usually have pretty reasonable wait times during average crowd level seasons, even without any help from Lightning Lanes, which is surprising because there's really not a lot of rides in Epcot. So the fact that the lines are still pretty reasonable is, I don't know, kind of surprising. Yes, everybody's in Hollywood Studios. But what's really bumping Epcot up in the ride ranks this time around is the fact that this is the only Disney World park that'll be giving us a brand new ride experience in 2025. Well, maybe not completely brand new, just enhanced. Test Track 3.0 will be opening in late summer this year, and according to Disney, this ride's going to be giving us a new storyline built around a joyride through scenes focusing on onboard technology, customization, and personalization. Sounds pretty exciting, right? Yeah, I know. Anyway, followed by a trip through a scenic outdoor route, reminding us all of the joys of driving, taking in the world around us, and spending quality time with friends and family. Now that I am down for. Not every ride in Epcot's gonna knock your socks off though. Or maybe they'll knock your socks off a little too hard if you brave Mission Space and Cosmic Rewind back to back. Yeah, that's Barf Alley right there. But there is something for everyone here, kids and kids at heart. One thing I do want to mention is that you're going to want to study up on virtual queues via the My Disney Experience app before you head to Epcot this year. Currently, Cosmic Rewind still exclusively uses a virtual queue instead of a physical standby line, and there's a good chance the reimagined Test Track might do the same. Rank 4 out of 5. And we've made it to first place, which is, of course, Magic Kingdom. As much as it pains me to put any of the Disney World parks in the bottom rankings for this ride category, Magic Kingdom really does deserve that first place title. It's got the most rides to choose from, 20 plus rides, the best variety of options, there's thrills, and there's all ages rides alike, classic attractions like Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean, and new favorites too like Tiana's Bayou Adventure and Tron Light Cycle Run. You can stretch your Lightning Lane dollar a long way here, but even if you don't splurge on a Lightning Lane purchase, Magic Kingdom still has a variety of rides that don't rack up as long of those waits during the average crowd level seasons to help break up your day. You could even just stay on People Mover all day long, like forever. That's okay, right? Sorry, did I mention that I'm president of the Self-Made People Mover fan club? Because I totally am. Now, there are two caveats to Magic Kingdom's crowning glory. First, one of Magic Kingdom's most popular rides, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, will be closed all throughout 2025 as it undergoes a major refurbishment that'll give this classic coaster updated effects. Disney says there's going to be a little more magic, hopefully on a par with the Disneyland version of the ride. And second, per the release of this video, Tiana's Bayou Adventure still uses a virtual queue, though that could change before you arrive, so you'll want to do your research before you go. Virtual queues aren't necessarily a bad thing, but they can throw off your day if you forget to snag them when they go live right at 7 a.m. However, you will have one more chance as a general admission guest to try and enter the virtual queue when 1 p.m. rolls around if you miss that 7 a.m. launch. You'll just have to make sure you're inside the park during that 1 p.m. drop, otherwise you won't be eligible to enter the queue. Rank on this one, 5 out of 5. Good job, Magic Kingdom. So if you're planning on A, visiting every Disney World park in 2025, and B, riding everything while you're there, then I've got just the free guide for you. Go ahead and scan that QR code on the screen or head on over to disneyfoodblog.com/DisneyRides. and you can pick up our Ride Everything at Disney World guide, which is chock full of our best ride tips and tricks that'll help you accomplish all of it, with or without lightning lanes. Next category in our rankings is the construction distraction. This might be the most important category specific to 2025 and honestly 2026 and 2027. Lots of major construction is going to be happening inside the parks and lots of new and exciting stuff is on the way. While this construction is eventually leading to some really good things, some construction zones might be more of an eyesore and a pain in the rear end than others this year. Fourth place, Magic Kingdom. How far you've fallen. So in 2025, when you first enter into Magic Kingdom, everything's still gonna look hunky-dory. Main Street USA will be bustling with life, sweet smells will waft out of the confectionery, and Cinderella Castle will still make you gasp as you turn the corner and see it for the first time. But once you get around to the back of the park, that's when things are gonna start looking a whole lot less magical. Soon, Magic Kingdom is gonna start its construction over in Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island to start breaking ground for the new Cars Land coming to this section of the park, which will bring with it 2 brand new Cars-themed attractions. Not only that, but Magic Kingdom will also eventually start getting to work on its new Villains Land area, which will be beyond the Big Thunder Mountain area. So you probably got a triple threat going on here, depending on if Villains Land also starts up construction in 2025. Rivers of America is going to be drained, walls will go up, Big Thunder Mountain will continue to be closed, and just to pour salt on the open wound, this could eventually impact the Walt Disney World Railroad as well, since the track currently cuts through where some of this construction is slated to happen. So after waiting 4 years for the train to reopen while they were building Tron, it might be closed again for another 4. We'll see. Good thing about all this construction is that it's all happening in the back of the park. So places like Fantasyland and Tomorrowland and Adventureland, once its new lounge opens up, that is, should still be pretty and picturesque all year round. But when it comes to Frontierland, sure, you're still going to be able to do some fun things here, like watch the Country Bears musical jamboree and ride Tiana's Bayou Adventure and munch on some Tex-Mex from Pecos Bill, Tall Tale Inn and Cafe. But as far as overall immersion goes, Frontierland's going to be entering into its hot mess era and staying there for a very long time. Rank 2 out of 5. In third place, Disney's Hollywood Studios. The good news, Monsters, Inc. Land is coming to Hollywood Studios, and that means new shows and new suspended roller coasters and probably a Harryhausen's restaurant, which I am excited about. But the bad news, construction is starting up sometime in 2025, which will be the beginning of the end for Muppets Courtyard, a place that currently houses Muppet Vision 3D, Pizza Rizzo, and Mama Melrose's Ristorante Italiano. Regardless of how you feel about the Monsters takeover, this section of the park has been commonly used by folks, us included, as a means to get away from those bottlenecked paths that Hollywood Studios is known for. So once construction starts up in the Muppets Courtyard area, not only is this section going to become all walled up and sad looking, but it'll also make that pathway a little more crowded as you make your way towards Galaxy's Edge. We don't know when construction's going to start just yet, so things look okay at the moment, but between the Rock and Roller Coaster refurbishments and Monstropolis invasion, this park might wind up being a little more claustrophobic and way more construction heavy than before. Fortunately, there are still places where you're going to be able to escape the bottlenecking for a moment or two if you need a breather. The Walt Disney Presents self-guided tour is still alive and well and mostly overlooked by folks who are just quickly passing from one land to the next. And despite our previous predictions, Star Wars Launch Bay continues to survive and be a chill place to hang over an animation courtyard. Though the first rounds of concept art for the Monsters area really did look like it was going to take over Launch Bay there for a while. Oh well, guess we can still go shoot the breeze with BB-8 and Chewbacca. Rank 3 out of 5 for DHS. In second place, we've got Animal Kingdom. Yep, Animal Kingdom's going to be experiencing some major growing pains throughout 2025 as well. And the main source for those growing pains is all thanks to Dinoland USA being phased out and transformed into Pueblo Esperanza, that new Tropical Americas themed area slated to completely open by 2027. Construction's currently started in the area, which means you can no longer visit Triceratops Spin, Fossil Fun Games, and Chester and Hester's Dinosaur Treasures during your next visit, RIP. But with that being said, because Dinoland USA is tucked out of the way in the very back of the park, all this construction really doesn't hinder the visuals for everywhere else. So places like Pandora and Africa, Asia, Discovery Island still will remain aesthetically pleasing and fun to see throughout the year. The only bout of construction that might impact your your time inside the Discovery Island area in 2025 is the change that'll be taking place inside the Tree of Life, as Animal Kingdom begins to replace It's Tough to Be a Bug with Zootopia Better Zoogether, set to open in late winter 2025. This shouldn't impact the main Tree of Life icon very much, but it will keep you from entering the queue and checking out all the cool carvings around the tree's roots and inner sanctum, which, in my humble opinion, is the coolest part about seeing It's Tough to Be a Bug currently. This future construction might also keep you from exploring the Discovery Island trails, which would be a shame because these trails are beautiful and picturesque and nobody knows they're there, so it's very, very empty. I'd miss them a whole lot if we had to go without them for a while, but we'll just have to see what actually happens and what this construction will actually impact when the time comes. No use crying over spilled milk that hasn't been spilled yet, right? Rank on this one, 4 out of 5. In first place for this category, the construction distraction, is Epcot. In a stunning turn of events, Epcot's actually going to have the least amount of construction going on this year, which is really weird to say because for the past few years it was so construction heavy that we started to call it Walcott due to, all those construction walls that made us feel like a mouse in a maze. Finally, though, we're getting the chance to see Epcot at its prime once again. Now that construction is finally wrapped up in the World Celebration area, and it gave us the new Communicore Hall and Plaza, as well as the World Celebration Gardens. We also have Remy's Ratatouille Adventure and Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind that have opened in the past couple of years. But construction isn't completely gone from this park just yet. Like I've mentioned, Test Track is getting a lot of TLC right now, and Epcot's currently working on a new lounge too, which we're going to talk about more later on. But this is all construction for smaller areas of the park, not entire lands like the other 3 Disney World parks will be experiencing in 2025, at least as far as we know. Plus, Epcot's current construction projects are slated to wrap up this year, so depending on when your trip falls, you might very well be visiting a construction-free zone in Epcot for the first time in a long time. Rank 5 out of 5. Nice job, Epcot. Now, before you even started this video, you probably already had a favorite Disney World park in mind, or maybe as you continue to watch this video, you're gonna have a new favorite in the making. Whatever the case may be, if you want to show support for your favorite Disney World park, regardless of the outcome today, we do have shirts inspired by each Disney World park up on dfbstore.com right now that you can wear during your 2025 visit, or just while you're lounging around the house in your sweats and slippers. Currently, we got these super cute vintage stamped tees for each park that come in different colors and sizes and styles of your choice. Some of the things represented here are going to be going away, so this is also one of those get them while you can sort of situations. So even if you are a split household and some of your family members prefer one park over the other, you can still pull off that matching tee attire while also staying true to you. Next category, y'all, we have made it to dining. Okay, we've got to rank the Disney World food now. That's never going to get left out of a Disney food blog list. If you guys have followed our channel for a while, thank you, then you know good and well we've got our favorite snacks and food across all of the Disney World parks. So you're never going to be strapped for food no matter where you might be on property. That being said, there are definitely some Disney World parks that tend to go above and beyond with their dining and drinking selections. So we're going to give those parks the recognition they deserve. In fourth place, it's Disney's Hollywood Studios. When it comes to food and snacks, Hollywood Studios tends to shine with its seasonal selections the most. Throughout the year, this park keeps their menus fresh with limited time desserts and drinks and savory snacks featured across several other menus. So there always seems to be something new to try when it comes to over-the-top shakes or lunchbox tarts or cupcakes or funnel cakes. You get the gist. So why is Hollywood Studios at the bottom of the list then? Well, to put it bluntly, the other 3 parks just do food better lately. Look, I could eat chicken strips from Backlot Express any day of the week. I enjoy the occasional cocktail at Oga's Cantina when I need an afternoon pick-me-up. ABC Commissary has really stepped up its game lately, and I'd go out on a limb to say Hollywood Brown Derby might be in my top 10 favorite Disney World restaurants of all time. And don't even get me started on the carrot cake whoopie pie. I'm sorry. It's the carrot cake cookie. That's what it will always be to me from Trolley Car Cafe. That being said, the overall quality of the food featured at the other 3 Disney World parks just feels more memorable. Yeah, I think memorable is the right word here. Hollywood Studios has plenty of restaurants and snack stands that are home run hitters, but when you think about the majority of their places to eat, there's a good chance you might find there's more style than substance on the menu, as well as in the dining room itself. For example, while places like Sci-Fi Dine-In and 50s Primetime Cafe are an absolute blast because of their theming, you're probably going to find a better burger or home-cooked style meal somewhere else around Disney World property. And while Roundup Rodeo Barbecue is pretty tasty with its family-style servings of ribs and brisket and sausage, and I love their mac and cheese. You can honestly find more affordable barbecue options in other places around Disney with similar, if not even better, barbecue entrees to chow down on. Rank 2 out of 5. Third place on our dining list is Magic Kingdom. Now, if we were ranking Disney World dining based on kid-friendliness alone, MK would take the crown today. Magic Kingdom has tons of restaurants that are great for those who don't necessarily want to branch out too much from their typical diets back home. Hot dogs, burgers, loaded fries, waffles, chicken strips, flatbread pizzas, whatever your kiddo is craving, Magic Kingdom more than likely has it. While Magic Kingdom's safer variety of foods is one of its greatest strengths, it's also one of its greatest weaknesses, because the majority of what you're going to find around this park is going to be theme park staples, especially if you go the quick service route. That being said, Magic Kingdom does surprise us with its more adventurous eats every now and then. Skipper Canteen, that table service in Adventureland, is going to be your main hub for more unique food options in Magic Kingdom, since it's got a more internationally focused variety of apps and entrees and desserts. And while Surf and Turf isn't necessarily a unique dining option, Columbia Harbor House on Liberty Square is unique in a way that you're actually getting high-quality seafood in a theme park-based fast food joint. And let's not forget that Magic Kingdom is the park where you're going to have the option to dine in not just one, but 2 castles. Either the Beast Castle from Beauty and the Beast, Be Our Guest restaurant, or Cinderella Castle at Cinderella's Royal Table, where you can meet Cindy herself, as well as a bunch of her princess friends. Okay, it's hard for me to stop talking about a theme park's food variety once I get started, but I know I've got to keep moving forward, so here's how I'll summarize Magic Kingdom dining. The food is good for the most part, and the snacks are possibly even better thanks to the cheeseburger spring rolls that you're going to find outside Adventureland alone. However, when it comes to more unique dining that makes you forget you're munching on theme park food, your options might be more limited. Rank 3 out of 5. Second place is Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now we're getting to the really good stuff. If you need only one good reason to visit AK this year, go for the food. I'm serious, it's that tasty. You got places to visit like Nomad Lounge, one of the best lounges in Disney World, and one of my favorite happy places in all of the world when it comes to drinks and seasonal soups and churros. Satuli Canteen is a super unique quick service in the Pandora area where you can make customizable bowls or grab some of those tasty cheeseburger pods. Tusker House is a character dining experience with a variety of African-inspired options out on the buffet line, and so many snack locations feature savory and sweet quick bites like boozy Dole Whips and baked mac and cheese and mini mango pies and ice cream cookie sandwiches and seasoned fries and more. The food featured around Animal Kingdom is definitely reflective of the park's adventurous nature. But don't worry, kiddos, there are still plenty of less adventurous options to choose from too, especially if you're visiting places like Flame Tree Barbecue, Pete Safari, or the ever so popular tourist destination, Rainforest Cafe. Rank 4 out of 5. And taking first place in the food stakes in Disney World is Epcot. Not gonna lie, it was hard to 100% commit to Epcot as the first place winner today, because I really do love Animal Kingdom's dining with all my heart. But Epcot gets the upper hand over all the other parks for 3 key reasons. 1, Epcot has its seasonal festivals throughout the year, which bring dozens of limited time food booths throughout the park, giving you hundreds of new items to try. 2, thanks to the World Showcase, you can literally sample your way around 11 different countries, both inside the restaurants and throughout the gift shops too, since those internationally inspired gift shops tend to have snacks straight from their respective countries. And 3, there's just something for everyone here. You want to play it safe with the kids, you can go to Connections Cafe, Regal Eagle Smokehouse, Sunshine Seasons. You want something unique? Go to Shiki Sai or Spice Road Table, maybe even Beer Garden. You want character dining? Go to Garden Grill or Akershus Banquet Hall. Want to be fancy? Go to Le Cellier Steakhouse, Chefs de France. You want to be really fancy? You can splurge on Monsieur Paul or Takumite. Want to go to space? You can go to space. Just take the Stellevator up to Space 220. Dining around Epcot is the whole package. It's quality, it's quantity, and it's memorable all around. Rank 5 out of 5. But I've only just scratched the surface of what you can experience dining-wise in Epcot. To be fair, I've really only scratched the surface of all these other Disney World park restaurants too. Or have I? In this video, sure. But in our new DFB Guides to Walt Disney World Dining, I've got 3 words for you. We spill all. Our new dining guides are now live on dfbstore.com. And when I tell you they're looking better than ever, I mean it. Just look at this page straight out of our new Epcot dining guide. This one's for Karamokusha, another one of my all-time favorite places to snack over in Epcot. Not only does it highlight pictures of some of our favorite sweets from the shop, but we've also got menu highlights and pro tips and icons listed on top of the page to show you what discounts can be applied here. We've got Disney Dining Plan eligibility for every single location in Disney World, mobile order capabilities, and other nifty features that'll help you learn more about each location on the fly. Can you believe it? This is only one page out of the guide. Just imagine what the rest of it looks like. The DFB team and I worked really hard to get this all together for the dfbstore.com website, but we really couldn't have done it without your support. So thank you a million times. And as an extra thank you for watching today's video, make sure to type in code YouTube if you want to save money on these new guidebooks. Okay, important question incoming. Which Disney World park in 2025 is going to give you the absolute most new, fresh, and exciting experiences? Let's take a look. In fourth place for this category is Disney's Animal Kingdom. Womp womp. As excited as I am for the Zootopia Better Zootgether show to take over the Tree of Life, that's about all the newness we're going to get out of Animal Kingdom this year. Plus, that show's not even slated to open until late winter if construction for it stays on schedule, so we still have basically all of 2025 to go without it. Other than that, the big stuff happening here is all at Dinoland USA, and it's all construction and closures. But if it's been a hot minute since you've been to the park, or if you've never been to this park before, the newest section you're going to find is Pandora, the World of Avatar, which opened back in 2017 and is still one of my favorite Disney World areas to this very day. Rank 2 out of 5, Animal Kingdom. Third place in this category of newness is Disney's Hollywood Studios. Amongst all the Monstropolis and Rock and Roller Coaster hubbub, 2 new shows will be rising from the ashes in 2025 to help ease the pain of losing Muppet Vision 3D. First up, we've got The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure. This is a reimagined show inspired by the original animated classic from Walt Disney Animation Studios. Expect to hear musical numbers like Part of Your World and Poor Unfortunate Souls. They've got the brand new Kiss the Girl, alongside live acting and puppetry and digital animation effects. Originally, this show was scheduled to open last fall, but it was pushed back to a summer 2025 release. So hopefully that's the last pushback this show will have, and we'll finally be able to see Ariel and her friends flipping their fins once more, but who knows? I mean, sometimes Disney pushes stuff back so far that it just never opens at all. We'll see. But Hollywood Studios isn't just giving us one new live stage show this summer, it's giving us 2. This past October, Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy closed to make way for a brand new Disney Villains themed stage show called Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After. The villains have sure been breaking some ground across the parks, eh? This show is going to take some of your favorite Disney villains like Captain Hook and Maleficent and Cruella de Vil, and they'll transport you into the mysterious reflective realm of the Magic Mirror. But these are Disney villains, so expect a lot of music and dance numbers to go along with their mischief too. If you're a big fan of live entertainment in the parks, you might personally crown Hollywood Studios the victor of new experiences in Disney World for 2025, but we're keeping second and first place open for the 2 other Disney World parks because they have more of an assortment of new attractions that, on a personal level, we're just a little more excited to experience for the first time. Rank for DHS 3 out of 5. In second place, it is Magic Kingdom. Yo ho, a pirate's lounge for me. Frontierland might look like a hot mess in 2025, but Adventureland's gonna be looking better than ever once its new pirate lounge opens this year. The Pirates of the Caribbean Tavern will extend the story of Magic Kingdom's classic dark ride in a family-friendly, rambunctious watering hole setting that serves drinks and eats and magical surprises. I'm very excited about what look like souvenir skull cups. That'll be interesting. Currently, we still have that super vague opening timeline of late 2025 for this one, so don't expect it to be opening in the next couple of months or anything. But once we hear something more official about an opening date, we're gonna update you ASAP, like probably everywhere. Don't worry, live entertainment friends, though, Magic Kingdom's got something new for you this year too. That brand new nighttime parade, Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away, is taking the Magic Kingdom streets by storm this summer. Disney Starlight will be using the latest technology to tell new stories about the characters we love. And all of this will be brought to life by the magic of the Blue Fairy from the animated film Pinocchio. So expect to see a melting pot of Disney characters featured during this parade, both new and classic. In fact, we just got a brand new piece of concept art with all of the princesses, and it's going to be modeled after Mary Blair's artwork for Cinderella, which is going to be very, very cool and gorgeous. gorgeous, I'm sure. And if you didn't get the chance to get over to Magic Kingdom last year, you've still got the new Tiana's Bayou Adventure Ride and Country Bear Musical Jamboree that you'll want to place at the top of your must-do list too. Rank for Magic Kingdom, 4 out of 5. Good job, Magic Kingdom. But in first place, once again, Epcot's bopped its way to the top. You already know Test Track 3.0 will be opening in late summer 2025, since we talked about that earlier. But even before that, we're going to be getting that Spaceship Earth-themed lounge in late spring, which of course is my favorite thing that's ever going to happen ever. So if everything stays on track with construction, then the Spaceship Earth-themed lounge should be the first new experience we see come to the parks in 2025. Now, I will never hide my love for 1980s Epcot or Spaceship Earth. Much like the People Mover, I could probably ride this ride all day long and walk away going, man, I had a really good day today. So when the Spaceship Earth Lounge was announced, let's just say my level of excitement was extreme. Bria is still a little bit worried about me. Now, I know we don't know a whole lot about this lounge just yet, but when I look at the concept art, it's got classy lighting, fireworks views. It's gonna be so zen and chill. I cannot wait. Now, little disclaimer from yours truly. When we receive more info about official opening dates for Disney's newest lounges, make sure to do your research and see how you're going to be able to experience these during your next visit, because more than likely, these won't be walk up and walk in places, especially with that initial demand. They'll probably take reservations, much like Oga's Cantina does at Hollywood Studios, or they'll have some sort of online walk up wait list like Nomad Lounge in Animal Kingdom. But whatever the case may be, rest assured the DFP team and I are going to help you out so we can walk through all the newness together. Rank 5 out of 5. All right, the time has come. What is the official ranking for the Disney World parks this year? If you feel so inclined, create your own drum roll by tapping on the nearest object next to you. It'll make things more dramatic. Here I go. Okay, fourth place. I'm scared. Disney's Hollywood Studios. Don't mistake this fourth place ranking as us saying DHS isn't going to be worth your time in 2025. It will be. Between this park's A-tier attractions, lots of live entertainment options, both new and classic, and immersive dining experiences, Hollywood Studios could still very well be your favorite park that you visit this year. That being said, brace yourself for all that inevitable construction and consider investing in lightning lanes if you're wanting to see the back-to-back A-tier rides along all that live entertainment. Final rank, 11 out of 20. In third place, it's Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now, what I love about DAC right now might be what others really don't love about DAC, and that's how incredibly chill this place is. When Pueblo Esperanza completely opens in 2027, the chill vibes here might not be as prevalent, so I'm soaking them up now while I've got the chance. But if you've only got a couple of days to spend in Disney World this year, and you're trying to decide which park isn't going to make the cut, I understand if Animal Kingdom becomes the back burner park for you right now. There aren't as many rides in Animal Kingdom as there are in other parks, and the whole Dinoland USA section is becoming a full-fledged construction zone as we speak, so this might become your half-day park, if even that, if you prefer going to Disney strictly for its rides. However, if you're looking for a Disney experience that's not going to be all back-to-back rides and pushing your way through bottlenecked crowds all day long, then grab yourself a seat at Nomad Lounge and treat yourself to a day amongst giraffes and elephants and lions and lots of brand new baby animals. I will see you there. Final rank, 12 out of 20. Second place is Magic Kingdom. Despite the heavy construction that's going to be going on in Frontierland for the majority of 2025, MK is still going to be drawing people in by the hundreds of thousands thanks to its quantity of rides. Also, new experiences, overall nostalgia factor, new parade. It's hard to imagine a Disney World trip without Cinderella Castle filling up your camera roll, or in my case, it's hard to imagine a Disney World trip without People Mover and Cheeseburger Spring Rolls. But once again, brace yourself for this park if you plan on going in 2025, because seeing the rivers of America all drained and placed around walls is going to be very, very different. And it means you won't fully be seeing Magic Kingdom at its prime. Final rank, 14 out of 20. First place is, my girl Epcot. This underdog park has finally pulled its way back up to the top again. In 2024, Epcot took the 4th place title for our last year's ranking video, which had a lot to do with its continued construction that just made parts of this place, for lack of a better word, tacky. But this just goes to show you how a little patience with construction can go a long way. Now, thanks to Epcot's lack of construction walls and solid variety of rides and new festival experiences and 11 cultural pavilions, tons of places to eat, and up-and-coming 2025 additions, this park is transformed itself from one you could skip to one you won't want to miss. Final rank is a giant 19 out of 20 for you, Epcot. So let's keep the rankings going in the comments. What's a Disney World park category that you think should have been featured in today's video that maybe we should plan on adding to future rankings videos? Let us know down below, and don't forget to pick up our free Ride Everything in Disney World guide over at disneyfoodblog.com/Disney Rides. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. This has been such a fun one. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.